Hi everyone, I hope you liked this little showcase. So today I'll be explaining how I built my MineSweeper game. So basically, if you don't know what MineSweeper is that you have a board. So what you need to do is find the bombs and open all the cells that don't have bombs, basically. So I can show you a little example here on Google. Alright, so here's a real board of Minesweeper online on Minesweeper dot on minesweeperonline.com. So it's basically pretty much the same dimensions that I made. So yeah, you click on a cell. I clicked on a zero, so it spread. So it revealed all the zeros, and here there's a bomb, bomb here, etc. So sometimes you have to guess, but so yeah, fundamentally it's really simple logic, but to convert it in redstone, it's quite harder um, than to just code it. So yeah, let's get right onto it. Yeah, so this is a really simple display. Um, Basically, it's a 17 pixel by 17 pixel. Um, but the functional pixels are just 5 by 5 in the middle, because I really needed space in between each cell to make the circuit. Here are just a few things that are gonna appear on the display. So there's a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there will be a 6, 7, 8, and a bomb and a flag. So this is a cell, and basically this is the circuit underneath. So this is everything I need for the numbers to show, basically. So here I took this design from, I don't remember who it was, but I think it was Matt Bat Wings. All right, so I'll just demonstrate it. So for example, if I click here, it'll send a signal. Everything will push this way and this way, but just the ones that I chose. So it's a ROM, so read only memory. So I pre-arrange these things to be sent upwards, basically. And right now it's showing a flag. So here, the first one here is the reset. So it just send a one tick pulse there. Everything retracts, everything stops. So yeah, this is the cell. Um, Now here is the every number, so 1 through 8 and the flag and everything. So this needs to be activated somehow. So this is what I did. Alright, so here it is. It's a simple binary to signal strength decoder. So this is the decoder, the red coder for to be more precise. Alright, so if if for example I send a 1 in binary, this is 1, 2, 4, 8. So if I send a 1, I get a 1 here of signal strength. And this is a um, comparator lock. So the signal strength will not go through the red coder until I press this button. So here's a 1. So if I press this one, there will be a 1. Yeah, a pulse on the 1. For example, if I put the binary number 3, so we got 3 signal strength, so it'll activate this one once. There you go. Same thing if I put a 7, so 7 and this one. Let's say I want a 6, so this is a 6. There you go. So it's pretty simple. Basically what it does is it takes the signal strength. So here is a 15. So it sends it sends a 15 here, but it subtract 14 from 15. So here there will be a 1, and the 1 will be sent here to be subtracted from this torch, and this torch is 15. So 15 subtracted by a 1 here is 14, and 15 again subtracted by 14. 15 subtracted by 14 here again is 1. So here, if I put a 4 here, basically this barrel here is a 11, so it'll subtract 15 from 11. It's 4. So 15 minus 4 minus 1. This minus 15 minus these two is 5. So yeah, we got a 5, so we're gonna send a 5. And we just gotta plug this in the thing that I showed you earlier, and it'll send a signal strength to show to the display. So all the torches will be underneath here. So we need a signal, we need some connections to translate into binary. So yeah, what I did here is something called a binary encoder. So here we got a 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just for example purposes, I'll just show you through from 0 through 5. The 5 is here. I just didn't put any sign. So let's say we have a 0 here on the cell. Uh, here I put some memory cells. So if I click on this button, the cell will be locked. So if I click it again, it'll do nothing. So yeah, this one is activated and the 0 is there. So it outputs here a 1, because the 1 is a 0. So boom, and outputs. But yeah, here it does not send yet, because I'll do it afterwards when the build is complete, basically. So yeah, so here is the reset function. So it just activates everything here and retracts every binary number. So let's say I want a 3. I just push on the 3. I think that was the 2 though. Oh, yeah, that's the 2. Anyways, so it outputs a 5 in binary, because I put the 2 at 5 signal strength. I don't know why, it's kind of messy, but that's what I did. So it'll send the 5th torch up. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the binary 2 signal strength. Yep. Alright, so now for the next step, this is it's pretty much the most important contraption in the build, because this is this is the thing that counts the bombs around the cell. So like I explained to you in the first bit of the video, every cell has every cell will count every neighboring bombs. So these are all the neighboring cells, so 1 through 8, and these will all be connected to the neighboring cells. So for example, if there's a bomb on the left of the cell, for example, let's say it's this one. Let me just pull a lever. So let's say there's a bomb there. There'll be a 1 here, and the 1 will subtract to the total count, and the total count will be there when we activate this button. The total count will be useful for sending the number upwards at the display to show the player how many bombs there is. So let's just hook all of these up, and I'll show you more in detail. Alright, so here I hooked up the bomb counter, the binary to signal strength, and I also hooked up a display, a cell. So let's just I'll just show you how it works. I already explained, but here it will be more concrete. So let's say we have so these are bombs, like I said. So let's say there's 2 bombs. So it'll subtract well, these 2 from the 7 here. Oop. And it'll give us a 5. The 5 will send itself here in the redcoder. Yeah, so this is another redcoder that I added to decode the signal strength, and it will send any of those any of the signal strength up to the memory cells. So let's say we click this button, it'll send a 5, and this storage will be activated, and it'll lock this memory cell. So we said it's a 2, so it locked the 2. Here's the decoder. Well, no, here is the encoder, and it decodes in a 5 in binary. That's because I did it pretty badly. It's really a mess. But there's a 5, and if I send the 5 up, let's say, oh, the fuck is this? If I send a 5 up, it'll be a 2. Oh, what the yeah, so it'll be a 2. So yeah, this is the cell. This is pretty much everything we need to make it. We just need to hook every cell in between. So every cell needs to be connected. So I'll show you what I mean by that. One last thing that I didn't tell you guys is the random bomb generation. So basically, for the bomb to appear, I just put it randomly. So every cell there's a 1 out of 6 chance to be a bomb. So how it works is we have these shulker box in these droppers and hopper, and every shulker box is a signal strength that will be put out here. So if I click this button, the shulker box will appear here and be destroyed immediately, and the signal strength will appear here. So you see, we just had a 2, a 1, and there you go. So when it reaches this one, it'll output a a signal, and it'll says to the neighboring cells that it's a bomb. So this will display as a bomb, basically. So next, what I did is I put each of these cell next to each other. So I just did a 3x3 because that's all I need to do the wiring in between the cells. So here I created a red line. So this red line is to generate, well, when I click this, it'll generate every cell, so if there's a bomb or not. So this red line here is basically the main activator. It activates every cell so when we create a new game, it's it's the yellow line first, because the yellow line just resets everything, and after it's the red, um, it'll generate the bombs, and after that the bombs will be generated, it'll create the numbers. So let's just do a test here just to show you. I'll put the tick rate to 5. So yeah, I just activate this one. It um, creates these random number generator here. Let's see if we have a bomb. Do we have a bomb? I think we don't know yet because yeah, it's 2. So we got 3-0 here, three zeros here, and yeah, so we didn't have any bombs on those 9 cells. So as you can see here, is it just displays a 0. Here's a scaled up version of the 3 cells that I put together. I think I put a 10 by 10, yeah, maybe a 10 by 10. So as you can see here, I just changed a bit the display because this one was way too laggy and noisy. So there's really just too much things going on, too many states per second. So this is way less laggy because it's just a torch being well, on or off. So yeah, I just put these torches. It's a bit more complicated, but it's really better for the design. Anyways, let's continue. At the bottom, I hooked up these red line and yellow line all the way to every cells. So when I activate this, and this is also instant redstone. So when I click this, every cell is activated at the same time. This is the only instant redstone that I did because it'll get too laggy. So when I activate this red line here, generates every bombs here. So let's just do an example here. So here new game, it's the it activates the yellow and the red after. So it'll just reset like this, and by doing so, every bomb will be generated and every numbers will be generated, but it's not shown yet because the player needs to activate, well, reveal the cell. So let's just find a bomb here. Alright, so here's a bomb. Alright, so when this is well turned off, it's a bomb, so it sends a signal down, and this signal is going through this loop here, and this loop is sent in every of the cells, the neighboring cells. Here is a 0, so this signal is sent to the neighboring cell, and this is well, this adds up to the bomb count. So here we got a 5, so that means there's 2 bombs on this cell. So yeah, there's this bomb and this bomb. So where's this bomb? It's located just here. So this is supposed to be a bomb. And there you go, it's a bomb. So these 4 things are the cursor that I set. So this is basically a giant shift register. So whenever I flick a button up there, everything just shifts from left to right or right to left. Same thing for up and down, but it's just on the other axis. And for the cursor to be showing up, it's basically a giant AND gate. So an AND gate is, let me just show you what's an AND gate. Alright, so here's an AND gate. An AND gate is something that activates only when the two bits are activated. So if we have a 1 here and a 0, it's not. If you have a 1 here and a 0, it's not. And if we have both, it's on. So this is basically like a giant AND gate. So when we have a signal here and a signal, let's say here, um, so this activates. So this line is activated because the shift register, because the shift register is at this place basically, and this one is also activated. So here it links and it activates this torch, and it unlocks those repeaters. So when I'll click on the reveal button, um, it'll will activate whatever I clicked on. So yeah, and this sends also a signal here on the torches. So let's try it. So if I click on the reveal, there you go, reveals me a 3. So one thing I forgot to mention is the zero spreading. Alright, so here, if you open a blank space or a 0, uh, well, there's no mines around it. So instead of having to open all 8 neighboring cells manually, well, the game basically does it for you until the 0 spreads as far as possible, um, until there's no more zeros, well, around every cells. So it will look like that. So let's just find a 0 here. Oh. So there you go. So I found a 0, and as you can see, it spreads every zeros that are in the, well, not every zeros, on the neighboring cells. So it revealed all of those, until, as you can see, there's no more zeros. So now you know there's a bomb here, there's a bomb here, so there's no one, there's not a bomb here. Alright, so whenever there's a 0 on the cell, it'll unlock this this comparator. The comparator will go through every other cell, and every other cell will be activated the same way if we pushed the reveal button. So yeah, whenever there's a 0, it just push every reveal button on the neighboring cells, and it just does it continuously until there's no more zeros to be revealed. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked this video. Consider subscribing and liking if you liked the video. Alright, see ya.